Alright,
Radiant team ban.
here we go. Let's run ads on you guys in the past. Hey, a little bit of this is Purge. I'm bringing you guys a pro game. It's going to become awesome, probably. Didn't mean to say become, but Dara versus Mouz is what we're watching. Dara is an awesome team. Previously, well, they have Art Style as the captain. He was the captain of Navi when they won the International, but he has now joined a bunch of the ex-Moscow 5 players. And they are really talented. They have some really, really great players. Very, very experienced as well. Dara is probably my favorite team in the scene at the moment. Navi is obviously the best, but I still like Dara quite a bit. Mouz also been putting out some decent results. They're not necessarily a tier A team or tier 1 team. They're probably like right below a tier 1 team, I think is accurate. They did get qualified for the Gosu League yesterday, which is awesome, so they did very good there. They got shut down the first week, unfortunately for them, but they did great in their second, and they ended up winning that, so they are qualified for the Gosu League, which is cool to see. They have a little issue against some of the top teams, but they go for interesting picks, and they have some very, very good individual players. I'm not really sure necessarily why they have a little bit of issue, but I don't know. I think this is gonna be a very good game. Dara is probably about the same skill level. I would, if I was to guesstimate who is more likely to win this, I would say Dara is in an advantage over against Mouz, but not by a huge amount. So first round bans, we see an Invoker as well as a Brood, Chen, then there's a Darkseer, Lycan, Nature's Prophet. First pick for Dara was a Windrunner, and Mouz goes for a Leshrac as well as a Venomancer. And maybe we'll see similar stuff to what we saw last game with the Leshrac, which is just really, really early tower pushing with Diabolic Edict. It's one of the strongest spells in the game for tower pushing. I mean, you don't even need creeps to tank, it just does so much single target damage to towers, so it's very, very strong for that.
10 seconds remaining.
Now we do have a couple more picks coming out. 2 more picks coming for Darren next. And Mouz will be their third pick, sorry. I do not know why Bambo is sad, but he is indeed. He is a sad panda or something. Used to be sexy, is now sad. I don't know what happened. Something traumatizing apparently. And Dara taking the sweet time here. So possibly looking for some counter pick. We see some drawing on the map. I actually can't tell whose colors those are. Or can I? Blue. That's Rexy. Rexy is drawing. Rexy, a fan of Yoshi's Island and Secret of Mana, so we are now bros for life. Tidal will be the draft for Dara. That'll give him some nice team fight, as well as early pushing. He's practicing his something shaped face thing drawings. And he has one more pick to come. Probably might see another support. Maybe an Enchantress is a possibility. I don't really know if Dara is really a huge fan of Enchant Chen. They just kind of get them out of there, like most players do, and most teams do, that is. And they will pick up a Crystal Maiden, so that's their second support. That's if they do a Tide support. At this point, I guess Tide is pretty much, not for sure farming, but might be farming. Something that Dara is not against. I've seen them do this before, I'm pretty sure. And Mouz's last draft is going to be Enigma, which gives them some good team fights. Now things are a little bit more equal in terms of team fight potential. Looks like NS is having some trouble connecting. That is Vampire. Same person. Changing his tags up. Second round bans. Could see maybe a support hero towards Mouz. Radiant team needs some solo heroes. I think a Shadow Shaman might be appropriate. Maybe a Night Stalker even. A Night Stalker would be a pretty strong or a pretty strong play. Anti-Mage will get banned though. He was still in the pool. Both teams are pretty equal in pushing. That's not true. Dire team has way more pushing power at the moment. Venomancer's Leshrac, Enigma, way more pushing power. If they couple that with an Anti-Mage, they're almost guaranteed to win the game. If they take an early tower advantage, Anti-Mage will outfarm the enemy. And at that point, he wins. So I think the Anti-Mage ban is very smart. Shadow Shaman also out of the pool. Beastmaster, because the Radiant team is kind of looking for more ganks and team fight. So I think Mouz's final ban will also be a little bit more targeted towards that. Maybe a Night Stalker. I think a Night Stalker ban would be smart. But they're going to go for Avenge instead, which is also a good ban because it's kind of the same kind of lineup. The Venge is a very good ganking hero. It would allow some nice reliability to their matchup, but they're going to go for Ricky Maru instead. And this is a hero that Dara actually plays very often as their hard carry. Or I've seen them play more Ricky Maru than anything else, actually. I don't even see them play like a Morphling or something. They go for the Ricky, they farm up a really fast Diffusal Blade, and then he starts owning the crap out of people. Now, another hero that's still in the pool is Shadow Demon, somebody that did not get banned or picked here. Shadow Demon has seen some moderate success recently. He's probably lost more games than one, I would say. And usually we see a lot of Ricky pickups to counter him just because you can drop down the smoke, do tons of backstab damage, kill him right off the bat, just end his life.
Reserve time.
But I really don't see the Dire team picking him up now that Ricky's in the pool. Ricky's actually got a lot of food on the enemy team. If he can get a really fast Treads Diffusal and he catches heroes solo, he will kill those guys. Leshrac, Venno, and Enigma all very squishy early. Enigma will be decent once he picks up his mech, but if the Dire team is smart, they're going to get a lot of Force Staffs and probably some Ghost Scepters as well. Because you need to make sure that whoever's under the smoke cloud gets out. Let them cast at least one spell so that they do something. Usually what happens is somebody just dies, started the team fight. One person gets killed, Diffusal Blade, smoke on top, doesn't cast a single spell, and that is a big difference. That's fighting a 5-on-4 in some senses. Not completely, because you're obviously committing some resources to shut them down at the start of the fight, but if you can pick up an Enigma before he gets a Malefice, before he gets a Black Hole off, your team fight is looking good at least. But Mouz does have a pick here. They're going to pick up a Slardar. I think this is a smart pick. Amp damage obviously great against Ricky, because you can have vision of him. Cast that on him, you don't have to buy as many dusts, as many sentries. Could possibly just get away with having sentries and Slardar ulti. Might buy a gem eventually. Wouldn't be too surprised about this. And Slardar can go head to head with Ricky pretty well. Once his mana is drained, he won't have stuns unfortunately, but I think he's still going to be sitting pretty good. And there is still one pick left for Dare. Probably looking for a solo mid. They might do like a Crystal Maid and Ricky mid, tied bottom perhaps. Might do a jungler as well. They could do something like a Chen. I'm sorry, a Enchantress if they really wanted to. Enchantress a little squishy though. Would get killed kind of easily by Malefice, Slardar, Leshrac. Those are pretty high burst damage heroes. And it's going to be a Storm Spirit, so someone else called that. I read the chat and they're like, Storm Spirit coming for G. You called it, man. It is going to be a Storm Spirit played for Dare, and that'll give him some other good ganking. It's going to be popping that fast BKB probably. You know what, it's probably going to be Bloodstone. He's gone for Bloodstone almost every game. We'll see if his build adjusts. Maybe he's found that he needs to go for something slightly different, but might go for Bloodstone again, going for Arcane into Bloodstone, Boots and Travel after the fact, can die and buyback, and Mouz is going to go for an Axe, so picking up an Axe this game is a little interesting. Works pretty good against the Radiant lineup. Could lane him against Ricky Mar. Battle Hunger is really good, and we have seen Axe occasionally get played by a couple teams. He does have some pretty good early game potential. Battle Hunger is really strong. Looks like Axe's shoulder pad is just like clipping into his neck. I've never noticed that before. Look at this. It's like not shifting with the rest of his body. It's like doing this weird like through the hair and shifting into his head. I've never before noticed that. And it's not the Axe blade because you can see it right here. Huh. Anyways, so that's going to be the heroes, Dare versus Mouz. I'm going to remember the scoreboard because I happened to glance over. Beautiful day. 0 mess-ups thus far, other than mispronunciations and things, but that's typical. Anyways, this is Team Dare. Dread is going to be playing the Tidehunter. We have Vampire, also known as NS, on the Crystal Maiden. Santa's playing Windrunner. Artstyle playing Ricky like usual in G. That's right, guys. He's going bottle first on Storm Spirit. Okay. See, jungling? If he's jungling, I'll be okay. Alright, what the hell is happening? What is Dare doing? What? Whoa. Well, first of all, Dread is getting killed. I am so confused right now. What the hell is happening? Alright, they might kill Dement. It's gonna be a Blink Strike. He should have gotten a smoke. I think that was a mistake by Artstyle. Tide does go down, though. What the hell is happening? There's a TP back in. Artstyle, there's a stun. Artstyle gets picked up. Gush coming from Dread. Trixie is gonna go down. Axe is on the low ground. He does not skill anything. He's got 6 salves. Is this a joke? This has got to be a joke. There's no way this is serious. What the hell? Alright, this has got to be a joke. There's no way this isn't a joke. There's no way. They've got to be restarting. I don't even... I can't even cast this seriously because this has got to be a joke. There's no way Windrunner picks up 4 Mantles of Intelligence.
The battle begins.
I don't even know what to say. G's gonna do some bloxing. Yeah, block.
I welcome the abyss.
There's no way. Bastards. Yeah, I gave up. I gave up. Yeah, I gave up too. We just got so trolled. I was like, as soon as I saw whose items did I see that were just weird to sell, other than Windrunners, the bottle first. This is the bottle first, and then I saw Windrunner's items. I was like, no, but this is too. This is too much. They're just testing out lag, I guess, or something. I don't know what's happening. Forward TP, someone's gonna be in trouble here. Sing Sing still is not scored. It's apparently okay just attacking towers.
No more. I'm thankful of another hour by day. Share my torment.
I'm just like, are we gonna remake? Is this? It's just gonna keep going, or like, are they ever gonna end? Or are they just gonna keep doing this? Yeah, is host ready? And there's the tech. All right, that's the end of the game. Looks like Dare's gonna take the loss here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
All right, remaking it up. It's like, what? What just happened? I was so confused. That was weird. A lot of unassigned on the left side. Ugh. Pretty much all of Gosu is on the side. Alright, waiting for the remake. We will see if we might have to remake again. There's a lot of people in the lobby. Too many. If you guys are wondering, they were just testing out the servers. That's what happened. They're just testing servers. Looks like Mouz is going to remake a new password, so we're going to have to restart that way. And now we get to rehost because people are selfish. Alright, waiting this one out. How did you know what kind of tea I drink? How would you know? Alright, just waiting for a new password and we'll get started. This makes me... I should get some more tea. There's not that many left. Probably like... Still got like 10 bags left. Fat cash, man. Tea cash. It's the same thing, right? Can pay you in tea bags. Non-physical tea bags, that is. Not what you're thinking of. Give me a password. Still no password. Come on! Password! Give me a password! Still nothing. Wait, found it. Found the magic. You will join. We're still waiting for. Alright, here we go, guys. Dare versus Mouz, the real game. 4 Mantle Windrunner incoming. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Epic strats. And there we go, into the game. Here come the P's, the picks.
Windrunner at your...
Axe here. Storm Spirit has a...
Who calls the Crystal Maiden?
And there's the drafting. So let's go over the heroes quick, guys. Once again, these are the teams. Ricky Tide, Storm Spirit, Windrunner, Crystal Maiden versus a Leshrax, Slardar, Veno, Axe, and an Enigma. So for the Radiant team, Dare Santa going to play Windrunner. We have Artstyle on the Ricky Maru. G is going to be playing Storm Spirit. Vampire playing Crystal Maiden, also known as NS. And Dread is playing Tidehunter. For the Dire team, Mouz, we have Trixie on the Slardar. Sad Bambo going to be playing Enigma, also better known as Sexy Bambo. Sing Sing is going to be playing Axe. And Dement is on Leshrac. And finally, Rexy is playing the Venomancer. So that is the team lineup. Let's see what their lanes ends up being. Mouz is going to look for some early aggression in the jungle. I don't know if they'll find anybody. We'll probably see Artstyle play very safe. He's going for fast Ring of Aquila here. He'll turn that into either a Vanguard or a Diffusal Blade. Not really sure which one he'll go first. I'm thinking maybe a Vanguard because of the Axe Slardar, but I don't know for sure. If he doesn't get some kind of regen, Battle Hunger will just take him down, and he will be out of regen. So, not quite sure. Looks like they will squeeze on past. Actually didn't do any warding at all. Enigma will be soloing their bot lane. Bambo going for a fast soul ring here. He's probably going to be pretty delayed though. Has a lot of regen, but not a lot of mana regen, so he's not going to be able to cast that many Eidolons. He'll probably have to use Eidolons for getting last hits. Like he'll snake Eidolons, spawn Eidolons on enemy creeps to get the gold there instead of using it to deny. I expect that at least. 2 Observer Words. They did actually drop Observer Words? I thought Leshrac had 2. Did they purchase everything? No, they have one. I don't know what's going on. I'm a little confused. Leshrac has 2 Observers. There is one in stock. What if we check the Radiant team? Does this work? One in stock there. I'm not sure where they got their Observer Wards from, but there are 2 Dire Wards down here. It's going to help Enigma Soul. He's going to start off, he spawns 1 Eidolon, goes back to heal. Going to use these to scout now. And mid lane is going to be a Slardar plus a Venomancer. Very dangerous dual lane. They could actually shut down G pretty easily with this. Got to be so careful. Until he hits 6, he's in a lot of danger. Top lane is going to be Santa playing that Windrunner. Dement picks up the Haste Rune. Was looking for a Diabolic Edict. And he's actually going to accidentally pull this. I don't know if he did this on purpose or not, but looks like he did actually. He did try to pull this one. We'll see if he gets here in time. Nope, he's not going to be able to pull it through. So Santa's going to do a decent job up on the top lane. Sing Sing is getting free farm here, and probably he does pick up Battle Hunger. Doesn't even have his spins yet. And Dement once again does a little bit of harass with the Diabolic Edict. Trying to do as much as possible, but not really getting anything out of that. In the meantime, Mouz diving mid just a little bit. Dare G does pull this back a little bit. Going for bottlenecks. He's up to 7. Blah. Up to 580 gold. Mouz is looking for a chase. He does have the Diabolic Edict as well as the Battle Hunger. And Santa is taking some damage. Leshrac might be able to get this kill here. It's going to be close. He wants it. Is Axe going to get the... No, Axe is actually not here to get the Battle Hunger. Look at that. Dement going to take 2 tower shots. He's looking for another Edict. There's another Tango. The chase continues. Dement wants this kill. Storm Spirit coming. And there's the Edict again, finally being casted. But the Electric Vortex as well as another Remnant. And they're going to be able to pick off Dement. Great play there. Santa might die to the Remnant. No, he's not going to, but he's going to pop up a salve now, healing up to full HP. Great play there. Santa just tanking it out. Dement being too aggressive. It ends up dying. So that's first blood. G picks it up. In the meantime, though, Trixie gets a little bit of solo farm in EXP. And is actually taking decent hits here. Invisibility on the Venomancer now, but Radiant Team did spot this out with the ward, so they should know that he's coming. And in the meantime, G going for the small camp. It has been stacked. Nicely done. Very cool stuff. I love when players do this. This is going to be a bottle transfer to G. He's going to back off for just a second, bottle up to get some more mana, and he's going to go back down here and pick off the small camp. So there he is. Good AoE damage being done. Actually missed a couple creeps there, but not a huge deal. And this is something cool, really cool that you can do in the meantime while you're going between middle lane. Especially with the hero with lots of AoE early. Shadow Fiend can do this as well as the Storm Spirit. So he's going to pick up a second Electric Vortex. He's up to level 4 now. And we'll have a slight level advantage over that for that Slaughter. Tidehunter's still level 1 though, and there are a couple creeps dying mid, but this is a lot safer. Once again, if he gets to 6, he's not going to die mid. He's going to drop the bottle down. I think, yeah, the courier is coming for this one. Drops the bottle, has the courier pick up the bottle. In the meantime, Dread's going to cover this just to make sure that nobody shows up. And Artstyle on the bot lane getting last hits with the Crystal Maiden. Going to have to be very, very careful for Sexy Bamboo. He does have 2 Malefice, so can get some decent stuns off, but this is a dangerous ganking lane. Blink plus smoke. Still no smoke picked up by Artstyle, but he almost misses that last hit. But once he grabs 4, probably will pick up the smoke. Tidehunter actually going to solo smoke. Too many smoke terms. He's going to find a courier. Ooh, is he going to go for it? It's got 45 HP. He may grab it on the way back. There's the Observer Ward. Is he going to grab it? Courier. This is a lot of gold. If Dread can pick this off, he is going to. Here he does get it. 175 gold for everybody on the Radiant team. Great pickup from Dread. Gank accomplished, guys. The gank is accomplished. Awesome pickup by Dread. Absolutely worth it. Even if he dies here, don't even care, man. Level 1 hero. He's going to gush this probably, and Mouz will be able to kill him as a result, but he probably doesn't even care, man. He just gave his team so much gold. That's like a tower kill. That's like a tower kill at 4 minutes. That means like Crystal Maiden is like, oh, I can afford boots all of a sudden, randomly. Storm Spirit's like, oh, I can get treads at 4 minutes into the game, and he's just about to hit level 6, and when he does, it's going to look really bad for Mouz. That is such an early recipe. And he's going to actually bottle crow like crazy. Doesn't even care about runes. I think this is also very smart. Once again, still not 6. It's pretty easy for him to get ganked before he is 6. Therefore, if he just plays it really, really safe, bottle crows it up, continues to get mana, and is at very little threat of dying. Windrunner looking like she might take damage again. Dement pushed in her back level 3, so he's got 2 levels of Edict now. No boots up for him quite yet, and Santa does have boots, so she is pretty unlikely to die to him solo. Plus she has Windrun, of course. And Sing Sing continuing to get farm on the top lane. Picks up a Ring of Health and a Ring of Regen. So possibly going for a really fast Hood, perhaps, against this lineup. I think that's pretty smart. Does need some armor, though. And there's the Edict damage once again. Might get a stun off. We'll see if he's able to dodge it. And throws 2 attacks and backs off. Could maybe done a little bit more with the Edict, but we will see. A little bit of chase. Blink pass on Sad Bamboo. Still does not have any smoke levels, 2 levels of backstab. It's interesting how Artstyle does this. He does eat a Tango in preparation. There's the Eidolon spawns, there's a little bit of slow. Are we going to get the Frostbite? Frostbite lands. Artstyle playing it safe though with the TP from Rexy coming in. They have to be careful. Poor man's shield is up on Ricky though, that blocks plenty of this damage. And Tango paying off. Dare being aggressive on the mid lane. A couple more hits on Trixie. He only has 1 salve. He's really farmed though. Wow, 1700 gold. So he can get fast treads. So you need a fast Vanguard. I think Vanguard would actually be pretty cool if you pick that up quickly. Santa being chased now. Sing Sing looking for that. He's level 6. Wow, he's doing really good. Level 6 Axe now can just easily cut creeps here. Creeps will die. And as the next wave comes forward, Leshrac will be able to kill the tower. So with no creeps up, there's more battle hunger. We'll be able to pop a Clarity Potion possibly. And as the next creep wave comes in, Leshrac will back up and use Edict on the tower level 4. In the meantime, Dread and the rest of the Dare players are taking out the bot tower. They're going to get that in the meantime, but the Edict will take out top. But not a bad trade for Dare so far. They are going to equal things up. It's very important that they try to take towers equally. Crystal Maiden now up to level 4. And Dread picks up Boots. Boots wand. Good regen up on him. Artstyle treads yet? Nope, not yet. Still no levels of smoke. He's actually just not going to get smoke early. Going for max blink strike with some backstab. He's hitting for quite a lot of damage early on, and he does pick up treads now. We'll see if he goes for Vanguard. He might get a Vanguard. He might just go straight for Diffusal. Not quite sure what he'll grab. But Axe is going to back off once again. He's got about 800 gold. He might make a Vanguard first. Might go Arcane Boots. Could be a couple different options. And G back in the jungle. Continuing to Bottle Crow. Picks up his Arcane Boots. So he is going for that similar build, most likely. Will be the really, really fast Bloodstone. And he did wait till the poison damage stops that he could pop his last Bottle Charge. He will continue Bottle Crowing. And Santa getting decent last hits now on the bot lane since nobody else is threatening her. Up to 900 gold, so she will have a Phase Boots. Gank on the mid lane. Going for Trixie. The last hit will be Crystal Maidens. Hardstyle blinks forward, does a little bit of damage there. Still not level 6, but ganking doesn't need smoke, I guess. Agility, treads, and 2 levels of backstab is enough.
I see.
According to Dare, at least. And it looks like Rexy as well as Dement were there to support, but not able to slow that down. And Rexy picks up the fast energy booster, which means he will be going for Arcane, but unfortunately doesn't have the boots yet. So kind of an interesting decision to do this. When you're playing as support, I would almost argue that this is not worth it, but Gank coming on Sad Bamboo, Artstyle getting some hits in. He's got to be so careful. He does have boots up, but there it is. Big hits, and Artstyle able to clean that up, and that's what you can do when you don't have a smoke. I mean, he could have TP'd out that entire time there, but the Gush plus the backstab and the Blink Strike damage is just too much. He does go down very, very easily, so Dare is looking really strong right now. They pick up another 2 last hits on the mid lane. 8 minutes in, so there will be a rune spawn, but I guess it was actually top. Whoever this was grabbed it. I think Leshrac snagged that one or something. Not quite sure. Venomancer still no boots quite yet. And Santa on the top lane, level 5. He picks up Arcane. Sing Sing might do some roaming. He's up to 1,000 gold. I guess he's going to buy some Arcane boots, so we'll be going for the Battle Hunger spam. And if we look at the graph at the moment, the Radiant team's actually in a very, very, very healthy advantage. Partially because of the Courier. That's the Courier right there. I can guarantee you that much. Yeah, that's right where, see, this is where Tidehunter died, and right before that, giant jump up. Almost 1,000 gold advantage going to the Radiant team because they didn't buy a Flying Courier. That's huge. CS totals themselves, Ricky's at 46, we have 46 on Storm, 27 on Windrunner, not really much else, and for the Dire team, 42 Slar, 40 Axe, and 18 on Sexy Bamboo. They're going to be looking for kills, though. They definitely have plenty of kill potential with the level 4 Battle Hunger. They're going to find a Crystal Maiden. There it is. And the Diabolic Edict, that is so much damage. Easy kill. Crystal Maiden goes down. Arcane Boots heals them up. Barely lose any mana from that one. And Sexy Bamboo and the rest of Mouz actually pushing up the mid lane. They don't actually want to mess around. They want this game to be over semi-soon. They're up against the Ricky Morrow and the Storm Spirit. They definitely have more hard carry potential. But with Tide only at level 5, they can't really teamfight yet, especially with an Axe with max Battle Hunger. This is by far one of the most dangerous early game spells in terms of a aggressive pushing standpoint. Kind of similar to what Tinker does, where he just shoots rockets after rockets after rockets, and your HP goes down so much that you just can't defend anymore. Now, in the meantime, Artstyle pushing out the bot lane just a little bit, level 7, max Blink Strike, still no smoke picked up, but he will pick up the melee creep. Battle Hunger goes down the Crystal Maiden. She may do the Frostbite. There it is. Needs to kill this idol on here. Storm Spirit actually goes in, going on Sad Bamboo, doing decent damage to him, but the Battle Hunger on the high ground. Stun as well. Gale's going to land on Dement. Might be able to get this kill. There's a little bit of slow, and they do pick him off. Crystal Maiden picking that one up. Battle Hunger still on a couple of heroes. Artstyle did end up blinking in. And Sing Sing hiding here. Power Shot will do a little bit of damage. There's a smoke. Sing Sing taking the hits. Anchor Smash. Artstyle backs up. Great Slithering Crush from Trixie. And Axe is going to get picked off. Santa grabbing that one. Good bash from Trixie. Lucky bash is more like it. 2 levels of stun. Windrunner's up, so he's going to dodge a little bit more spells here. Buys everything he could. Nice play by Santa. He was like, I am dead. Time to spend my gold. Storm Spirit looking for a kill now. Might be able to get Trixie. He does disable the TP. Remnant, and that's a kill. Nicely done so far. He does pick up a Void Stone. He's hitting Fambo really hard there, and he cleans up. Beauty to double kill. Great defense by Dare. Whoa, that was a double damage. No wonder he was hitting so hard. Holy crap. Arcane plus Void Stone, man, is the way to go. And now he's going into the jungle. He's actually chasing after Rexy. There's the ball to the high ground. There's the slow. Couple more hits. There's a Gale. At least it's going to slow down his movement speed. But it's too much. Damage is too high. 230 damage hitting there. And Venomancer will drop. Great plays by G so far. Making his mana just go as far as possible to be able to get a huge kill advantage. And I think that push was very smart from Mouz, but that was a excellent defense from the Radiant team. Really, really excellent. G starting things off right. There was a Shackle on the Enigma. They did a ton of damage to Enigma, which he can't really heal that easily with just a Soul Ring up. And there never really was a good opportunity for a Black Hole. So great plays from Dare there. Able to shut down the Battle Hunger early Axe advantage. And Mouz is probably not too happy about that one. Does have 2 levels of counter helix now. And that's part of the problem with going for the fast arcane, is all of a sudden you don't have a Vanguard. So he died pretty easily to Storm Spirit. It's kind of a glass cannon in some senses at this point. Not a huge glass cannon, but slightly so a glass cannon. Crystal Maiden in the jungle, level 6. 1 level of the mana regen. And Santa on the top lane once again did pick up the Buckler. So going for early game mana, this is the most counter push possible. This is why he picked up the Arcane Boots. This is why you get Arcane over phase on a Windrunner in a game like this. You say, they have tons of pushing power, they have more pushing power than us, we need to completely counteract that with as much counter push as possible. And Windrunner is the best counter push they have on their whole team. Spam a power shot, do an Arcane Boost, spam more power shots, spam another power shot, more Arcane Boots. And it gives you enough anti-creep wave pushing that Mouz has to be careful. They don't, unfortunately, for them at least, they don't have any creeps that can just tank the tower. They have lots of damage that they can do to the tower using Plague Wards, Edict, as well as the Eidolons, but it's not quite enough. We're going to see a Gush, though. Tide will have a Ravage, might do it on Rexy. He does do an Anchor Smash. Vampire NS getting caught in the jungle, though. There will be a Malefice. Great stun from Dement. G's going in, wants to pick off Sexy Bambo. Might be able to do so. He does get the burst damage. And Ricky Mario bleeds forward, picks off the Venomite. So there's an amp damage now on Ricky, so they will be chasing him, taking good damage. Needs to get a last hit. Dread as well wants a last hit, and he will snag it. Stealing that one from Artstyle. Artstyle will get one last hit, and once again, wow, Dare's so good at just stopping the Battle Hunger. That was 3 Battle Hungers very quickly. That did get dropped. It's so important to be able to stop that, guys. If you're not good at last hitting, this is more of like a pub problem, of course. All of these players are very, very talented, but is this going to be it? Is he ready to combine? No, he's going to make a Perseverance. He's getting very close. Actually goes to the high ground. A little bit more Ball Lightning. He's going to be coming from behind, and we're going to see a Shackle on Sing Sing, though. There's the smoke. Big backstab damage. Great stun dodge by Artstyle, but now he's taking Edict. There's the Tide. Ravage catching 3 heroes just about. Leshrac goes down. Trixie is well in some trouble. Sing Sing is going to drop to the Urn, and G now needs to back out. There's the Black Hole, catching 3 heroes at least, and Trixie might be able to get G. It's going to be close. He does pop his wand. Great stun. He does go down. Sing Sing coming back in, looking for the Battle Hunger, and the ulti almost gets casted, but he goes invisible, and the Battle Hunger will score the kill, though. Changing targets, going after Santa. Battle Hunger, Wind Run. Backing up, there's the call, call of Berserker's Call. Does not go off. More power shot. Gonna miss. Tidehunter gets a triple, surprisingly, going after Sing Sing once again. He does get earned, but a great kill from Rexy is gonna keep him alive, I think. Yeah, he will end up surviving this. Great plays so far from Dare. I love the fast earn on Tidehunter. Gives you so much more early game viability. And Trixie is looking for the gank. It's gonna earn once again. But does add, actually that earn got disabled by the Plague Ward. Oh, Artstyle coming back in, going on Trixie. Amp damage on Artstyle at least. There's a Gush stun. Dement coming through. Malefice as well. Not good for Artstyle. He's going to blink past. Might end up surviving. Does get chain stunned just about. And he's going to run the opposite way. Oh my god, if he survives. He does get killed by creeps. G comes back in, going on the Slaughter now. Nice. Oh god, that was such a good dodge. G's such a good dodge. Crystal Maiden drops. G's mana very, very low. Does not have Arcane Boots. Bottle is ready to go, but taking a little bit more damage here. And Trixie wants Dread. There's the Edict. He doesn't get the Gush off. Great play by Dement. G gonna trade hits. Great stun from Dement. Might be enough to pick G off. Does do a couple Ball Lightnings and one more hit. Malefice, is it gonna be enough? He doesn't get off. Great play by Dement. Sad Bambo getting the stun off. And what a great game so far. 17-12. G's got to be unhappy about that one. Playing super aggressive, but at the very end there does get shut down. What does the gold graph look like? 3k advantage for the Radiant team. This is a crazy game, man. Super high action. Axe not really able to contribute a whole lot so far. Battle Hungers have been great. Hasn't gotten a Culling Blade. Has not chopped anybody in half quite yet. And Mao's going to transition this one into a push. Crystal Maiden in the jungle as well as Artstyle. He's level 10. Vanguard is completed, so he's going for the early game viability. I think this is very, very smart. Gonna pick up some Eidolons, easy kills. You want that gold all day, 30 gold about. As well as EXP. His backstab is max, so that means he's doing plenty of damage. Plenty and plenty. Any of these heroes will have to be a little scared. Enigma picks up Treads, very smart. Boosting up his HP. He will get jumped on. He's probably the most valuable player on the Dire team at the moment. At least, you know what, alright, Leshrac probably does the most damage, but the disables coming out of Enigma are very strong. I mean, every 15 seconds he will be casting Malefice. That is always very annoying to play against. Rexy can defend the mid tower in the meantime. Only 1 tower missing from the Dire team. Radiant team missing 3, and despite that, they still have an EXP advantage, surprisingly. Now, G is pushing a mid with Dare's Dread. Dread picks up a Treads. Even more HP coming from him. He still does have his Ravage. He's a level 9 hero. Very highly leveled support. Gush goes down on Slaughter. Slaughter has no regen, so that's actually huge. If they don't have a urn, I don't think they have an urn. They have a lot of Arcane Boots. Bet has not enough, man. And actually, he's going to finish his Vanguard now. So he does have some regen. It's a nice, healthy regen. And with a headdress as well. It will slowly go back to full HP. G pushing top lane. Sing Sing. Still no Vanguard up on him. Does have a TP scroll. He's a little paranoid that G will go for the kill. And he is going to TP towards the mid lane. Looking for Battle Hungers. And no Battle Hunger. Santa does back up enough. He's got his mech finish as well as Arcane, and Dare's actually looking really strong, despite the fact that the Dire team has a better pushing lineup. They've just been able to team fight it out with some great play. Storm Spirit taking some hits. There's the fortification. Most of the Dire team is coming to show up. And they're going to back up in the meantime. The other three heroes are pushing mid, so Dire team, Mouz kind of roaming the entire map here, looking for opportunities, but they keep getting caught. They roam top. Dare pushes mid. Even going to see a really fast focus fire. Level 11 focus fire for the Windrunner here. Very strong choice. If they don't have any pushing, this is important. They need somebody to be able to do damage to the tower, and they're going to maybe try to deny it. Yes, great job by Venomancer. Selecting all of his wards. Awesome job by Rexy there. Selects all of his wards, and then tries to deny the tower, and he got it. That was great play. Great play by Rexy. 500 gold now is lost from Dare. They do still have the map control, so it's not the end of the world. They have a gold advantage as well. What is EXP like? And they have an EXP advantage as well. Not a huge amount, but just a slight amount. And now Smoke. Ooh, Radiant Ward. Oh, that was their team, sorry. No Dire Ward to spot that out. So now they're going to turn this into a gank. Possibly finding Sing Sing, who still does not have his Vanguard. And they're going to find Enigma. Here comes the Gush. He is slowed now. Windrunner looking for Shackle. Not going to get it. Mini stun. Blink through. There's the Smoke and an easy kill on Sad Bambo. He's going to Black Hole his last ditch effort, but it's not going to be enough. Santa. Oh my gosh, they still haven't killed him. You're gonna have to power shot this, and Bambo, oh, Blink Strike, Arcel goes in for it. Does get the kill. Dread looking for a Ravage, possibly. Trixie, Windrunner goes down. G is in there going after the Venomancer, possibly, but Dread gonna trade hits, puts the Ravage down right before he dies. He's gonna end up surviving. He's actually gonna earn up. No Battle Hunger will score that kill. So, nothing Tide can do, gets picked off. Rexy backing off. And that was a 3 for 2. I'm not even going to make fun of Bambo for his black hole. He's trying to do as much as possible before he died. He knew that he was about to die, and he went for it. Oh, they find Rexy. Apparently he's been over here and burst damage. Blink strike, couple hits. G as well as Artstyle not teleporting out. They don't want to be here any longer. They do get out. Sing Sing picking up his Vanguard. G and Artstyle TPing in the bot lane. There's a Bloodstone with 9 charges now up on Storm Spirit. His mana regen with Bottle is huge, but without Bottle, 16 mana per second. Gonna probably pick up Boots of Travel next. This is the item progression that he does like to go on. And after that, Lincoln Sphere or Orchid. I can't remember which one he gets first. I think it's Lincoln's first he grabs. At that point, his HP is so high because of Bloodstone, as well as the Lincoln Sphere, that even if he gets Chain Disabled, he doesn't even care too much. So it's pretty cool. Very cool item build. I saw him doing it first before any other player. Not sure if he was the actual pioneer or not. And Sad Bambo is in the jungle once again. Picks up lots of Eidolons. I'm not sure what he's going to grab. Do they have a mech even close? Yeah, it looks like Venomancer is going mech. Arcane mech is actually a really good Venomancer build. The downside is that somebody else has to buy the wards. And I don't know who that's been so far. If you look at the Dire team, they actually do have sentries and wards up. Pretty fresh as well. Sentry as well as in the jungle so that Enigma does not get jumped on while he's farming. There is still no Diffusal Blade up for Ricky though. It's getting very close, about 300 gold away. And once he does have that, he will be ganking. I can promise you that much. Electric Vortex, I'm sorry, Remnant does give you a little bit of vision, so that's why he casted that there. Just wanted to see if there are any neutrals up there. If there was, he could have jumped on somebody. Smart little play. And Rexy's still about 700 gold away from his mechanism. Is going to want that big time. 250 HP heal. It's very important. Slaughter now, 1800 HP. Ogre Club treads. Vanguard Wand. Full Wand as well. It's going to be great for boosting up his mana pool. And in the meantime, G's pushing out the bot lane. Dement does land a stun, but he's not too concerned about that one. He will regen up. He's got double damage as well if he wants to fight. And Boots of Travel. Yep, there's the Boots of Travel recipe coming for Storm Spirit. The rest of Mouz ready to defend. Planeswalker's Cloak on Axe, great item choice. Makes his HP go that much further. Still hasn't picked up any more levels of Berserker's Call, but Battle Hunger does so much that it's in some ways worth it. Yeah, Leshrac is the one that has been doing Observer and Sentry Ward so far. And Dare looking like they want to take an Aegis, but it's going to be tough. The Dire Sentry is down. There's a... Is this a Dire Ward? Yes, it is. Actually, they could D-Ward this, I think. I don't know if that's within range or not. But Dare looking for openings. G just farming the map at the moment. Taking plenty of money. Money everywhere. Santa pushing a mid a little bit. Mouz being very careful. They're not too concerned with pushing quite yet. Or ganking. And the Radiant team has been getting more and more of an advantage. So they are out farming Mouz at the moment. NS sitting on a Treads. I'm sorry, not a Treads. Boots. Bracer with a wand. And CS total so far this game. Ricky's at 112. We have 42 on Tide. 116 on Storm Spirit. 88 on Windrunner, 19 on Crystal Maiden, and finally for the Dire team, Trixie's up to 105, 3-5 and 5 Slaughter. Not amazing, but he's doing decent. And we have 38 Venno, 93 on Axe, and 62 on Sexy Bamboo, but he's actually 2-6 and 8. Hasn't had a very good game so far. Mostly because Dare's ganking has been really excellent. And there we go, almost picking up the Force Staff for Windrunner. Somebody finally getting a Force Staff. Man, this Tide has such good items. We will see a sheep on Roshan, or a shackle that is. Power shot on the high ground does spot them out. There will be a battle hunger on Santa now. Movement speed slightly reduced. He will heal up just a little bit. Mana goes up. Plague Ward's checking where Roshan is. He actually left his pit. And looks like Sarder denies the tower top. Nicely done there. He might be looking for G. Looks like G took a little bit of damage, but he's not too concerned about that. He's got an illusion or an invisibility, which actually does not stop Slaughter from killing him, but ooh, Archstyle wants to kill. There's the smoke, there's the Fusel Blade, good damage being done. Sand Bamboo trying to run out, he gets blocked by his creeps so much. We'll be looking for Malefice, he does Malefice. Is he getting a TP? Black holds it. Rexy comes in, more heroes as well. Do they have vision? Dust sentries, anything. There's the AoE. Bamboo trying to slow it down, stun now. Tide ravages it. Enigma goes down. Rexy's going to drop as well. Archstyle blinking through for that one, and Archstyle about to die. Easy kill with the Eidolons, as well as the Diabolic Edict. Another power shot. Shackle on Trixie. Going to catch Sing Sing as well. They're going in, trying to pick off Trixie as fast as possible. Does dodge the stun. G playing so smart. Sing Sing does the battle hunger, but he goes down anyways. There's the Frostbite now, and Sing Sing with the AoE. Great ulti from Crystal Maiden. Nice slow being applied, and that's 4 heroes dead for Ricky Maru. Not a good trade. He balls through. Level 16. AoE damage being done. Dodges the stun once again. G is so good at dodging abilities with his ulti. It is amazing. He like is reading into the enemy team's head. Just gets out every time. Man, Dare is playing so strong. And that all started from Ricky Maru trying to get a solo kill on Enigma, which was very well played by Sexy Bamboo to stay alive as long as possible, get the black hole off. He could have maybe saved it, bought back, and fought then. Would it have been worth it? I don't know, but great plays from Dare. They have such good teamfight, man. 5k advantage in climbing, getting that many kills. Yeah, they are going to be looking good. EXP as well, yeah, they are at a huge EXP advantage. 25% increase, or 25% more EXP than their opponents. As Tide picks up a Hood from the side shop. Hood Treads. If you can pick this up, it is so good on Tide. Some Tides go for Arcanes, some go for Treads. In this game, I think with this high action playstyle, Treads is the way to go. Downside is he has less mana, but with just a magic stick picked up here, he will be able to get some mana up every single team fight. So, not to mention the Urn. Urn is great, and even Crystal Maiden Aura. So, a little bit of de-warding being done. Sub-Observer Ward is pretty much dead anyways, and Crystal Maiden keeps missing. 3. Oh, that's funny. Oh, man. I hate when that happens. Missed 3 times. It's like, I got it, run. I got it, run. Very low chance of that happening. Ooh, gonna be seeing another gank. Trixie is gonna get picked off by Archstyle. G is here as well. Has not TP'd in quite yet. There's gonna be a haste. Going after Sing Sing. And he is looking like he might ball past. Crystal Maiden as well as Santa clearing the creep wave. They will be pressuring mid now. The mobility of Dare's team, especially with the Storm Spirit, is just so strong. Going for a gank bottom actually. Going after Sad Bamboo. Dread is apparently solo ganking. Goes in. There's the Vortex. There is the Remnant as well. And the burst damage is too much. Pick off Enigma once again. The mobility of the Storm Spirit, man. 14 Bloodstone charges. Up to 26 mana per second. And Santa looking to try to show up with his team. Archstyle dropping the Smoke Cloud down. Level 15. 6 charges left on his Diffusal Blade. Looking to maybe jump on one of these heroes. They don't know. I don't know if they have Sentry. Oh, find Rexy. He's going to pop his ulti. Good play by Rexy, getting that off before he dies. And before the dust as well. The smoke, sorry. Dread going to go for the ulti. He pops his ulti. Only catches a single hero, I believe. Sing Sing. Trixie goes down, though. Leshrac dying immediately. I'm sorry, that wasn't Trixie. That was Rexy, I think, something like that. Trixie in the smoke, entangled as well, can't cast a single thing. Artstyle cleans up, and Dara is just rocking the enemy team. Mouz is going to call a good game. We don't even have a Rax down, and they are going to call it. Holy crap, they don't even want to play anymore. They're done. 26 minutes in, 0 Raxes, but Dara just outplaying the crap out of them. Their team fight is too strong. And Storm Spirit takes a really good win. Damn, dude. That was a fun game. There's the black hole. Bambo goes for it. No disables. He might pay for this with his life. And there's the ball lightning through Entangle. I'm sorry, the Frostbite. Dare is good, man. I thought this was going to be pretty equal, but Dare takes an easy win. That was a pretty easy win for them. That was really good. Very, very high action game. And good. All of Mouz has disconnected. That was 60 Bambo's last stand. And yeah, G is OP, man. G is OP.
Dire's middle tower is under
So,
attack.
most of the people are disconnected. We'll see the score screen in just a second, guys. And that is going to be the broadcast. Wow. So, quit 2 fast games for Star Series.
Radiant victory.
There it is. Throne has exploded random. Pro players talking shit to each other playfully, of course. And there's the final screen, guys. Dare playing a really good G, going 12, 2, and 10, 512 gold per minute on his Storm Spirit. And I think Mouz is going to have to go back to the drawing board. Why did we lose that? I think because they let Storm Spirit get through, as well as Ricky. Ricky and Storm Spirit are like the 2 signature Dare heroes at the moment. But great picking from Artstyle. He was happy with the hero lineups, and they ended up playing really, really well. So good win for them. Holy crap. Anyways, I'm going to probably keep streaming if you guys want to hang out. I'll probably play a couple pub games if you're interested. I have to render or something, so I'll probably only play 1 or 2, and then I'll sign off. But if you guys want to hang out, please stay tuned. We'll be back in a second with some pub games.